again, good morning, class. This is Teacher Joker. For today, our subject is English, and we're going to continue our review about the previous vocabulary. So, are you ready, class? Okay, I hope everybody's ready. So, I'm now going to start. So, these are the vocabulary for today. First is we have chatting, disaster, disaster, bandage, bandage, snorkeling, snorkeling, water skiing, water skiing. Again, chatting, disaster, bandage, snorkeling, water skiing. And number 6, we have skiing, skiing, life jacket, life jacket, national stadium, national stadium, beginner, beginner, locker, locker. Again, life jacket, national stadium, beginner, and number 10, locker. Okay, class, those are the 10 vocabulary for today. So please open your vocabulary booklet because your activity is in there. Are you ready? Okay, so let's start your activity then. Okay, so in number 61, we have here chatting. Chatting. So chatting means talking, okay? Talking to someone in an informal way. Chatting or talking. So its synonym is talking. There are the examples. My friend and I are chatting. My friend and I are talking, for example. It's the same also. They are chatting in the coffee shop, or they are talking together in the coffee shop. Okay, so that's all about chatting. Number 62 is we have disaster. Disaster meaning a sudden event such as an accident or calamity. Okay, so disaster is the same as calamity or accident. Example for this is we have typhoon. Typhoon, very strong rain, heavy rain, and strong wind. For example, tsunami is also considered a disaster. Flood also is also considered a disaster. So in a sentence, we can say the flood is a disaster. The typhoon is a disaster. And number 63, we have here bandage. Bandage. So when we say bandage, is a strip of material used to bind a wound. So its synonym is a gauze or dressing. So class, this is what we call bandage. Okay, the white cloth being rubbed on his leg. So this is being used if you get fracture, if you have wound. So in a sentence, he put bandage on his wound. I will change the bandage tomorrow. Okay, now let's proceed on your next activity. The same on your vocabulary booklet. So kindly find this one. Today we're going to answer only number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to do only number 1 to number 7. Okay? Next meeting, we're going to do the rest. So for today, we're going to write the meaning, and then we're going to write at least 2 sentences using the vocabulary word. Okay? So let's proceed. Okay, so let's start in number 1, snorkeling. Snorkeling. So what is snorkeling? Snorkeling is the practice of swimming using a diving mask called snorkel. So if you're going to do snorkeling, you need to use the diving mask, which is called snorkeling. So this is it. This is what we call snorkel, I should say. The diving mask is called snorkel. That's why the sport is called snorkeling. Okay? So if we're going to use that one in a sentence, I like snorkeling. Snorkeling is my favorite sport. I like snorkeling. Snorkeling is my favorite sport. So can you write its meaning on your vocabulary booklet and then write also the sentences over there. Okay? So number 2 is water skiing. Water skiing is a surface water sport in which an individual is pulled behind a boat. So I know you saw this one in the movie, for example, or maybe you have tried. So this is what we call water skiing on the surface of water and being pulled by a boat. So can you see that one? This handle, it is being pulled by a boat. Okay? So if we're going to use water skiing in a sentence, you can say water skiing is an amazing sport. I like to do water skiing. Number 3 is skiing. Okay, there is a difference between water skiing and skiing itself because water skiing mostly done on the surface of water while skiing is being done on snow. Okay, so it is a sport using a board to slide on the snow. Okay, so skiing is for sliding on the snow while water skiing is on the water. Okay, so in a sentence, I play skiing with my friend. They are skiing on the snow. They are skiing in the snow. I play skiing with my friend. Okay, so write this one in number 3. Number 4 is life jacket. Life jacket. So when you say life jacket, it's a vest. If you're going to uh, ride in a boat, you need to use this one to avoid you from drowning, for example, if there will be a problem. So a vest to save you from drowning. This vest or the life jacket makes you float on the water so you will not be drowned. Okay? So what is life jacket? Again, it's a vest to save you from drowning. So if we're going to use that one in a sentence, you can say, or we can say, I wear my life jacket on the boat. I wear my life jacket on the boat. Or this is a life jacket. This is a life jacket. Number 5 is National Stadium. National Stadium is a sport ground for events. This is where they play football, uh, field track, for example, running like that, jumping, and many other events. So this is a very big open gym or it's a closed gym wherein sports are being done. Okay, so this is what we call National Stadium. We have a picture there below. So that is an example. So in a sentence, we can say that we went to the National Stadium. We went to the National Stadium. Or you can say also they are playing football at the National Stadium. They are playing football at the National Stadium. So that's about National Stadium. It's a sport ground for events or any kinds of sports. Next is beginner. Beginner. When we say beginner, it's a person just starting to learn something. A person just starting to learn something is what we call beginner. So example in a sentence, if we're going to write beginner or use beginner in a sentence, we can say, I am a beginner. I am a beginner. Or he is a beginner in the game. He is a beginner in the game. So for example, you are playing Scrabble. Do you know Scrabble? Okay, I hope you know Scrabble. So for example, your friend doesn't know how to play Scrabble, and then you ask him to join, meaning he is a beginner in playing Scrabble because he doesn't know how to play. his first time. Okay, so other term for beginner is first timer. Understand? Okay, so let's proceed to number 7. So this is number 7. The last one, we have locker. Locker. In some big schools, they have their own lockers. Students have their own locker. So this is a small closet where students can put their things, their book, their shoes, their clothes, extra uniforms, for example. So locker is a small closet where we can put our books, clothes, and shoes or any other things. You can see this one in big universities or big schools. So if you're going to use locker in a sentence, you can say, my things are in the locker. My things are in the locker. Or you can say also, his bag is in the locker. His bag is in the locker. So that ends our vocabulary today, our review for today. So next is you're going to write those one on your booklet. Okay, so from number 1 to number 7, write the meaning of each word and then use it in a sentence. So I gave already the meaning and the sentences, so kindly write those one on your vocabulary booklet. So for today, you have 7 items, okay? And then the following numbers we're going to do next day, in the next day, I should say. Okay, so that ends our lesson for today.